Okay, so I want to take the last little segment here and ask you all briefly to reflect on something, because my colleague Sally Jenkins was just talking about moments of failure and how moments of failure have defined the world's best and greatest athletes' careers. I think we've all had them, but I'm wondering if you would each take a moment to reflect on a moment of failure that you think has helped define your success. Looks like you might have one, Senator.
Yeah, I have plenty. It's which one to pick from. But the highest profile, I mean, I obviously lost the Senate race, which was a big failure. But I had worked for President Bush, and I was, and my last job was the Undersecretary of Treasury, and I went to Bridgewater, which is a big investment firm, and within 18 months or so, the founder, Ray Dalio, asked me to become the co-CEO, which was a big deal, and one of his colleagues for 20 years was the other co. And 18 months later, he fired me. So within, and this was on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, and it was a very public failure. And I actually stayed at the firm. I was sadly going through a divorce at the time. We had 4 little girls, but I also took a lesser job, and I thought I would eventually transition out, and I stuck with it. And I guess 3-4 years later, I became CEO again for the next 6 or 7 years. And that being fired, was really an incredible, I didn't agree at the time, I still don't agree in some ways, but the lessons I learned about equanimity, about leadership, about the thing that was going wrong, which is I wasn't driving change quickly enough, the ability to take conflicting opinions, the ability to have empathy for people who were struggling and failing, and the value of failure is the thing that happens often before success. That is something that as painful as it was, I wouldn't trade.